316. UFC 316 is at the Prudential Center in New Jersey, June 7th. And the main event is Merab versus Sugar Sean O'Malley.
Yo guys, welcome back to the MMA Nights. The latest talk of the MMA town is that Sean O'Malley is getting an immediate rematch for the Bantamweight title against Merab Dvalishvili at UFC 316. And, as expected, not everyone is thrilled about it.
First and foremost, we'll get right into it. The rematch is official. Sugar Shane versus Merab 2 is happening, and I don't think people are going to be too happy about it. But in this sport, I don't know, I was going to say something fire, but I had nothing to say.
I think a lot of people, will be like, what the hell? But then once it comes around and once we win, they will be pissed off. But it makes it that much more sweet.
A good chunk of UFC fans feel O'Malley doesn't exactly deserve a second shot so soon, especially since he hasn't fought since losing his belt to Dvalishvili last September. But if you think Suga is losing sleep over the criticism, think again. He's already clapped back, and he's making some, let's say, lifestyle adjustments ahead of the rematch.
There's opportunity for growth. And like after that last fight, I was like fucking bummed out, whatever, going through some personal stuff, going through just life. But you find so much growth, and you can find so much growth in those struggles. You don't have to. You have the choice to. And a lot of people don't. They just struggle, and they fucking bitch about it and just keep struggling. But you can struggle, and there's opportunity to find growth in there. And I felt like I really capitalized on the growth that I was able to find through those struggles. And I feel like my life has completely changed over the last year.
O'Malley, who's been on the sidelines recovering from a torn labrum, made it clear that he wanted a rematch from the jump. Lucky for him, UFC boss Dana White was on board and announced the fight during a surprise Instagram livestream. However, the internet wasn't as enthusiastic. Many fans believe that with guys like Corey Sanhagen and Peter Yan waiting in the wings, O'Malley should have had to earn his shot back. But O'Malley isn't here for the debate. He took to YouTube to remind everyone that the last time he fought an elite bantamweight, he won, obviously referring to his knockout victory over Aljamain Sterling.
Merab, is he on a 12-fight win streak?
Fuck, I feel like he's been on a 12-fight win streak for a while. He's got to be at like 13 now.
12-fight win streak, beat all these former champions. The dude is the best bantamweight ever.
I think so.
Hands down, easily. If you look at his resume, he's a serious, serious problem. And it's just that sweet that we have that big of a challenge ahead of us. And that even to get the opportunity to let it rip again is fucking awesome.
Last time I fought the best bantamweight in the world, or the best bantamweight at the time, we got the job done. Very confident in my skills. Last camp, we had some shit going on. I don't want to sit here and make excuses. We had a great camp. We showed up. I was in shape. We did what we could with what we were able to do. This camp, it's already been a lot different.
He also hinted that injuries played a factor in his loss to Dvalishvili, and that this camp is already shaping up to be very different. And it is different. O'Malley is going full monk mode for UFC 316. He's off social media, which he believes has already changed his life in just a few months.
Feeling good. So super excited to be able to go out there, take care of business. I feel like a lot of things I've made change-wise in my life are going to attribute to my performance. For example, not being on social media. I decided 2025, I'm done with social media. Garrett and Sono are just running all my socials. I don't get on social media, and I feel like that's changed my life. It's only been, January, February, March. It's been 3 months, but I literally feel like it's changed my life. And I feel like that's going to play a role in my performance. I think all those little things like that, making decisions like that, sacrifices, if you will. I don't think it's a sacrifice, but in a sense, it's like giving up something. I feel like that is going to help with performing in the future.
Sean also cut out gaming, which used to take up a solid 2 to 3 hours of his day. And in possibly the most shocking revelation, he hasn't JD the peen once in 2025. That's right. No self-love, no distractions.
I also haven't yehooed once this year.
Jade the peen?
Haven't jade the peen once this year.
Not once.
Not once. This whole year. 2025, not once. Haven't jaded the peen. I've been on social.
So what do you, like, when the thought kind of comes into your head when it would before, how do you just reroute it? It's just not an option?
Well, I was thinking about this the other day. Because I wanted to, 2025, I wanted to change not necessarily change who I am, but be more of who my higher self is rather than my ego self. So I wanted to change. I wanted to be more of my higher self. I wanted to change, and for me to do that, I wanted to change my actions. But before you change your actions, you have to change your thoughts. So when I had I had to change the way I think about things. When I start to think about things, I have to redirect them into like for those like examples, you just can't think about it.
And he's also put a pause on smoking weed, something that's been a staple in his routine for years. According to him, it just wasn't making him feel good anymore. Now, instead of late-night Call of Duty marathons and social media scrolling, he's diving deep into Texas Hold'em with the boys. Because, nothing says discipline like replacing gaming with gambling.
Yeah, we did. I haven't gamed either. I quit gaming. And it's like, I had to fill I did a lot of gaming, 2-3 hours a day. I needed to fill it with something. We've been playing a lot of Texas Hold'em poker with the fellas. It's been too fun.
It's too fun, but you can see how it's addictive. One more hand. I'm
It's
I'm going home to chill
it's like
with
gaming.
my animals.
One more game.
Yes, one more hand. But one thing interesting you said at the table the other day,
Yep.
tracking your Oura ring or your Whoop or whatever, and it said you weren't recovering when you're doing that.
Yeah, my Oura ring would be like, I would be in a state of stress rather than, I would be sympathetic rather than parasympathetic when I'm playing. So I'm not technically recovering when I'm playing poker.
Mm-hmm.
That's a real thing. But goddamn, it's such a fun game. We tried looking it up, like who invented it, and it wasn't like a clear
answer.
Coming back to business, this rematch is happening whether people like it or not. O'Malley and Dvalishvili actually ran into each other at the UFC Performance Institute not too long ago, and the exchange quickly went viral. O'Malley complimented Dvalishvili on his win over Umar Nurmagomedov, and the champ questioned if O'Malley was really ready to go again. O'Malley responded by saying that last time, he was only working with one hip and at this time, he's back at full strength. He also made sure to let Merab know he wasn't wishing him any luck for fight night.
Go baby again? Yes, sir? Yeah, let's go.
Let's make this happen. Lucy, I know you, I respect you, man, as a fighter.
Your last fight was impressive. You looked good. That was a fun fight to watch. It was very fun.
And also when we're gonna fight, I know you hit hard, and then I know you're gonna change plan. But
I only had one hip last time, so I got both hips now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
both hips.
Now I'm gonna use my striking.
No. Yeah, okay.
Well, you think no? You think
No.
I'm not?
No, I know.
Bro, you see, you see me
look
fight
good,
with Umar.
Yeah.
I was striking.
Yeah, I know. I was like, what the hell? I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, I know. It's okay.
I would say good luck, but no, I hope you have bad luck. Not sure. All right, see you guys.
On the other hand, Dvalishvili has been an absolute machine. Since winning the Bantamweight belt, he's already defended it once in dominant fashion against Nurmagomedov at UFC 311. That win extended his streak to an insane 12 straight victories. To put that in perspective, the dude has now surpassed Georges St-Pierre for the most takedowns in UFC history. And if you watched the first fight against O'Malley, you know wrestling was the major difference maker. The Georgian workhorse overwhelmed Suga with relentless pressure, and unless O'Malley has found a way to magically transform into an elite defensive wrestler, many believe the rematch could play out the exact same way.
Sugar Sean O'Malley is going to have to show up in this one. Yes, of course he showed up in the first fight, but Merab's style was just too much. But think about it like this. This is favouring Merab Dvalishvili. I'm not saying that Sean O'Malley can't come out. I'm not saying that he can't knock him out and get the belt back. If you speak to Merab, which I have done, he said in that last round, Sean O'Malley cracked him and had him hurt. It was very honest of Merab Dvalishvili to say that. That's going to give Sean a lot of confidence. He's going to know, listen, he's only a human being. He can be hurt, and I have the power to do that. He also has the skill, the style, the reach, the range, and just the finesse to be able to land those kind of blows. And we know that Sugar Sean O'Malley is a very proud man. He takes his sport very seriously. He is dedicated to his craft. So he's going to be leaving no stone unturned, all that cliched stuff, doing everything he can to make sure he shows up the best version of himself.
The rematch headlines UFC 316, a card that's already looking stacked. So what do you think about this? Do let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and leave a like for more MMA content like this.